When we went to bed that night, we said we're safe, the storm ain't coming. 2 hours later, I went out on the porch, the water was coming down the street. By the time I got back into the kitchen, it was knee-high. So we went upstairs, and by the time it was over, it was this high. So we stayed here till 3:30 the next afternoon before we got out with a boat.
My name is Melanie.
I'm Maria.
3 months ago, Maria and I both decided to volunteer our time helping communities recover from Hurricane Sandy.
Follow us over the next few months as we get to know the people, the organizations, and stories behind rebuilding after Sandy. Let's get to work. Let's go.
Having heard Pete Peterson's Sandy story months earlier, we couldn't wait to return to Moonachie for our first volunteer day. On April 28th, we finally got our chance and returned to the Petersons' home for a giant rebuild effort. Before we got started, I talked with Rebuilding Together's National Board Chair, Brad Siegel, about the day's work.
The Petersons have been living in this house for 70 years. Millie was raised here as a child and stayed here, raised her 2 children. So being able to keep her in her home is very rewarding, and that's really what it's all about.
Since the last time I'd visited, Rebuilding Together Bergen County and their volunteers had spent weeks rebuilding the flood-damaged home. Our volunteer day was all about the finishing touches that would make it so that the Petersons could come back home. After signing up and suiting up, the whole crew of volunteers got to work. I was able to talk with some Sears associates who worked at the local store and had been given the day to come and volunteer. And Maria got a tour of the giant Craftsman Tool Truck.
This is a 36-foot truck, and basically it carries everything for these rebuilds, with our storage and our hand tools as well as gloves, anything that the Rebuilding Together team needs. And it's about helping them make a difference using their skills for the community.
Right.
After her tour, she painted the Peterson sunroom with a married couple, both of whom had served overseas.
Rebuilding Together and Heroes at Home actually helped us 1 year ago today. Rebuilding Together wound up renovating our whole basement.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing.
That's incredible.
It is. To be here today and see it all on the other end too. I told Mark we should keep doing this.
Throughout the day, there were some really special visitors, including TV home improvement star Ty Pennington. Ty spent the whole day getting to know members of the community and working alongside volunteers. While they worked on paneling the kitchen, Ty shared his thoughts on rebuilding with Maria.
I think the thing that really inspires me is hearing the stories of people that aren't waiting. They're just going out and they're going to do it themselves. They're going to help their neighbor. Their neighbor's going to go back and help them, and they're going to get together. They're going to help another neighbor, and that neighbor's going to help another neighbor. People that didn't even know each other now are like waving and talking to each other. I've even seen volunteers here coming from all over the country just wanting to help out.
Another highlight was the Moonachie Fire Department, who stopped by to acknowledge Pete and the years of service he had contributed as chief. One of the firefighters even let us hop in the truck and told us all about the Petersons rescue. During lunch, everyone gathered for the big reveal and to welcome the Petersons back home. Congressman Pascrell brought along a very special housewarming gift.
On behalf of a grateful community and a grateful country, I want to present to you for your home a flag that flew over the capital of the United States of America for a wonderful couple. God bless you.
After accepting their flag, Millie and Pete offered a thank you.
I just want to thank everybody for the time we got rescued on that boat until now. I want to thank everybody. It was a day we'll never forget. Thank you.
Then the Petersons toured their home. 6 months after Sandy, it had finally been restored. Seeing how grateful Millie was reminded me of why I volunteered in the first place. It was the first time we'd seen a rebuilding project from start to finish, and we were so impressed by how much Rebuilding Together and the volunteers did to bring this family home. I couldn't wait to meet more homeowners like the Petersons and be a part of getting them back in the homes that mean so much to them.
Stay tuned for future episodes of Rebuilding After Sandy. You'll get to see an in-depth tour of the Craftsman truck, hear my conversation with Ty about volunteerism and why he has the greatest job in the world, and get to know the first responders who drove into Superstorm Sandy when everyone else was driving out.